Hello, crew, for Math 115 Online. I thought you might like to get a bit of information about how we will use Canvas this semester. So when you come into Canvas, you will see a home page kind of like this. At the top of our home page will be the most recent 3 announcements. I do send out a lot of announcements, especially in a fully online class, so please keep an eye on those. So the most recent 3 will be up top. And then when you scroll down from there, this homepage will have some kind of a greeting. Right now, it lets us know that our semester starts on Wednesday, September 6th, and gives us an idea of how to get started. I leave you a beginning of semester to-do list. I tell you, go ahead and head to the modules area. We can find the syllabus and the schedule there, and things to do in units 0 and 1. If we scroll down a little bit further, I remind you we are in a fully online course. Please stay actively engaged with Canvas in order to keep up. If you would like to join me in student hours, which are also called office hours, I leave a link for that, but other times are available, so be sure to check the syllabus for when those other times are. I leave you a link for the Math Center, which can help with free tutoring for KVCC math classes. I leave you a method of getting a hold of me. Email is the best way to reach me. But if there's an emergency, some kind of life-altering situation, I do leave you a number where you could text me in the event of an emergency. It's a good idea to also send me an email if you're going to text. Underneath that, I leave you a list of school and life issue resources. Very big on all of the resources that are available to you through KVCC or through the community. So our homepage will stay a lot like this all semester. The top portion will change up fairly frequently, especially when we move into a new unit. I like to let you know what things are coming, give you kind of an intro to why we're doing what we're doing, things like that. So that's the homepage and how it works. If you go to modules, that's where you'll find the work to do and the resources. At the top of this page, I leave you the life resources again, school and life resources. And then you'll notice that it reads Unit 0, getting set for success. You do need to complete this unit before you can proceed to the next one. And so you'll see a little button that says complete all items. I leave you the syllabus with the outline and the policies, and I leave you the tentative semester schedule for fall 2023. Both of these are marked viewed right now, which means that in student view, I have already looked at these. And so once you come in here and access the syllabus and the schedule, yours will also say viewed. The next thing we should do is register for our free Desmos account. We will use Desmos a lot this semester, and you can get your account ready by clicking on this link and following the instructions. When you're done with that, mark it as done so that you can continue proceeding through Unit 0. The next thing we have would be our first set of explorations. These are usually done through Canvas. This little rocket ship off to the side indicates that we would complete it through Canvas. I have actually already pretended to work on these, so they say submitted. Once Unit 0 is taken care of, you can scroll down to Unit 1, and again, you want to complete all of the items. You'll want to access the Unit 1 goals and tutorials, and I have those open in another tab, so let me pop those up. Every time we have a new unit, we'll have a list of goals for the unit. What are we supposed to be tackling? And then I leave you tutorials and playlists for those. So these are corresponding to one another. If you were wondering about how to, let's say, how to find the units digit for a base raised to a huge power, these 2 tutorials in the right-hand column would help you with those. So you want to be able to go through all of these goals and go through all of the tutorials and playlists, take notes, and be ready to do the active work that we have for this class. So every unit will have its own list of goals and tutorials. Back here in Canvas, practice. I leave you practice to work on. It's how we get good at things. And the extra practice in Desmos will be done through Desmos. I have that open in another tab as well. Let me show you how that would work. Yours will look a little bit different than mine because you won't have this big blue bar up top. This is the teacher portion, but the bottom portion would be approximately the same. Let me find a page like this. So one of the things that we work on in the first unit is trying to identify the next number in a sequence. I leave you all of these sequences to practice on, and you can put your answers in the box down here. And in this box, you could write this all. Let's see if I can get it to show. You could write all of this work on paper, and then you could upload an image of it right here, and I could see it. You could record an audio version of your responses, and I could listen to it later, or you could. Or you can just type in the box. Okay, you can do any of those things. And you might be wondering, well, okay, if I do this, this is good practice, but how do I check my work? So with the Desmos activities like this, I leave you either some hints on a different screen, or sometimes things will be self-checking. Let me show you where the hints are for this one. If I go all the way to the end, screen 16 says some hints and solutions. And the one I was just on, I think, was screen 6. Nope, I think it was screen 5, patterns in number sequences. And then I've left you some hints and some solutions in here. So this is one way that you could check your work. If you find that you are stuck on something and you're not able to come to the same answer that I have, or you're just not sure about your result and you want some verification, please just send me a kind email. I'd be glad to get back to you. Another way that you might be able to get some feedback would be, sometimes things are self-checking. So here I give us a different kind of work with sequences. And letter A, right in here, gives a rule, and we're supposed to compute A sub 5. And then if I scroll down, you'll see we're supposed to put the answers in the box, or the boxes in this case. So if I compute it correctly, I get a little green check mark. If I have it incorrect, like let's say I thought the answer was 4, I still have an N in the correct location. So that's indicating it's not true yet. So let me check out letter B. Letter B says, here's our rule for the sequence, and I'm supposed to compute A sub 3. So let's pretend that I do that, and I think the answer is 7. Oh, I put in 7, but I don't get the happy green check mark, so I go and I try again. And I could be doing my work over here in this box or writing it on paper and uploading it. Let me give it one more try. Maybe it's 6. 6 gets the happy green check mark. Okay, so with the extra practice that you will want to do, that's how we get good at stuff. Sometimes it's self-checking like this. Sometimes they leave you hints or solutions on a separate screen, just to give you an idea of what's happening. Desmos is a free platform, and we'll use it throughout the semester. All right, back to Canvas. That's the extra practice. Some explorations in here. There's the rocket ship again, so these will be done through Canvas. If I click on one of these, I think it'll let me. There we go. If I click begin, just to give you an idea of what things will look like. I hope it doesn't take forever to load. There we go. Unit 1 exploration. Sometimes they leave a tutorial in here to help you along if you need it, but you can kind of tell, oh, we have this scenario where we have a regularly priced item at $59 and it's on sale. Select all of the statements that are true. And so I didn't do this, okay? But let's pretend that that is my vote for what we're going to do. And let's pretend that I think the discount amount is $5.90. I would need to come through all of these and select all of the true statements. So that's kind of how those will work if they have the rocket ship with them. Okay. You'll complete those through Canvas. I would like to go back to the modules though. We were in module or unit 1. All right, so explorations, that was the exploring some unit 1 topics was the one we were just in. Pre-quiz number 1 is also an exploration. You'll notice that there are little due dates underneath those two, September 15th and September 21st. I treat them like target due dates. I would really like it if you had this done by September 15th. September 21st, when the pre-quiz is due, that is the last moment at 11:59 p.m. on September 21st, the last moment that you could complete these for this unit. Because if I scroll down a little bit, quiz number 1 is open on September 22nd and 23rd. And so I want all of those explorations tackled before the quiz opens up. So you'll see target dates, but you want all of your explorations in every unit done by the time the pre-quiz is due. This semester we will work on an electronic portfolio of applications of our work and some reflective work as well. And so portfolio item number 1, you'll notice that it has a due date of September 19th. It's before the end of our unit. And this one is a mathography, which is like a math autobiography. If we click on this, you'll get a set of instructions, and I leave you a sample of the kinds of things I'm looking for. And that'll be one component of the work that we do this semester. You'll notice right now that portfolio progress or portfolio work counts for 20% of the final grade, and quizzes count for 80% of the final grade. All right, so that's how the modules work. So all of our modules, and we'll have units 1 through 6, all of the modules will have the same approximate format to them, same look every time. So once quiz 1 is done, then I will open up unit 2, and then we'll work all the way through unit 2. Once unit 2 is done, I'll open up unit 3, and so on. So when you come in here at the beginning of the semester, you're not going to see all 6 of our units waiting for us. All right, that's the modules area. Let's go check out the grades area. All right, in the grades area, well, we have a few different things happening in here. All right. Well, the test student that I was pretending to be got 4 out of 4 on the syllabus exploration. This one right here, where there's the little rocket ship, right now it says the instructor has not posted the grade. Okay, so if you can't see something and you think you should be able to see a grade, just let me know, because sometimes there are little hiccups within Canvas, and it would be really good for you to let me know before it gets to be a big problem. This one, I hover up here, it says you can click this to test a different score. If you do that, it will revert back to your original score when you're done. I've had students in the past think that they can enter their own grades in there. Like, no, it's just asking you to test it if you would like to. But you should be able to see all of your scores in the gradebook as we proceed along. And if anything looks strange, go ahead and let me know about that. Okay. Back on the home page, I told you that the most recent 3 announcements would be up here at the top of the page, but there is also an announcements feature over here on the left-hand side of the screen. And if you click on that, you will get the long list of all of the announcements for the entire semester. I'm not going to click there right now. There's just one item waiting and it's not quite finished. So I'm going to leave that alone for this moment. But this is how we'll use Canvas this semester. This is the approximate look of it for the entire semester. You do want to keep a close eye on things. And my recommendation is that you work on math a little bit every day and keep in very close contact with me. All right, I'm going to let you go. You let me know if you need anything, and I look forward to working with you this semester.